Today is a great day. It's been a couple years in the making. It wouldn't happen without partners at every level of government. So I do want to start with a special thank you to the county government. They've been partners in the renovation of BerryLane Park over the last decade. And when we got the Tony Hawk grant for the design of this particular aspect of BerryLane Park, we did have a funding gap of several $100,000. And I want to say a public thank you to the County Executive, Tom DeGise, and the Freeholder Board for their support in helping us bridge that gap to make this a reality. When we had the vision, decades ago, working with the community for BerryLane Park, we wanted to create a park that serves everybody, passive places, active places, and thinking about different types of communities within Jersey City to enjoy this. And we recognized that there was a gap within the skateboarding community, and there was an opportunity to do something really special. The places that the skateboarding community were throughout Jersey City were kind of makeshift skateboarding parks. And as the city changed over the years, they would take those places that the skateboarding community had made and either eliminated them or tried to move them with limited success. And so to create something like this with in this community that is going to be permanent and I think amongst the best in the state of New Jersey really speaks to what we're trying to do here in Jersey City. So I want to bring up a couple speakers here. We're going to start with the councilman for the area who's been a partner on this. Wouldn't happen without his advocacy, and that's Councilman Jermaine Robinson.
Thanks, Mayor. I won't be long, but for those who know me, know I go long and strong about recreation. I think recreation is the most important thing that we can do for our community and the youth of our community. I think this is just another step in the right direction. I want to thank the mayor and I want to thank the council and the Freeholders Board just for their vision. I wasn't on the city council when we started BerryLane Park, but I live right around the corner and I advocated for this park for a long time. I stayed in this neighborhood because I realized that this park would be the best park in the city. I realized it would be the most used park in the city, and today is just another example of what we can do if we work together. Ward F is always going to be at the forefront of my mind and my heart, and I'm glad that the mayor has reached out and done his part to make sure that we are the best mid-sized city in the country. And I want to thank the Tony Hawk family and the Skate Park project for everything that they've done. It's so many people that go into it. It takes a village to actually make things like this come true. And I'm just glad to be the council person representing this area because we are moving in the right direction. And I just want to say a last thank you to the JCRA that is always here working really, really hard for what we have here in Jersey City and in Ward F to make sure that the city continues to move forward. Thank you all for coming out. I just want to thank everyone. I know they can't hear me because they're enjoying the new skate park, but I want to thank them for just being a part of Jersey City and our lives because we, as one, move stronger. Thank you.
I want to bring up the council president, Joyce Waterman, who's been at the helm of the city council, managing some of the open space dollars we have. And thank you, Joyce, if you want to take a word.
Good morning. This is an exciting day, and why this is exciting because we get an opportunity to know where our kids will be. During this pandemic, this is a good opportunity for kids to have active activity and still remain social distance. So we're excited about this day. We want to thank all of our partners who partnered with us to make this come to pass. And I know the parents are happy because you got some place that your kids can go and be safe. So it's a good day in Jersey City. And so just continue to remain a distance and let's bring our kids out to enjoy this great event. Thank you. Have a great day.
And our last elected official to speak is a gentleman who grew up in this area, who saw the transformation of this particular property that now is BerryLane Park, continues to be a partner in moving this part of Jersey City forward, and that's our freeholder representing the entire county government, Jerry Walker.
Thank you, Mayor. Actually, Mayor, we're about to be called commissioners. We changing the freeholder name, so I just want to put that on the record. But like the mayor said, he alluded to earlier today, that I should drive around Jersey City and I would see the kids doing skateboard activity down by the post office, and I always wanted to have something like this, a facility like this. So it's a great example of a partnership, the municipality and the county government. So we want to say thank you to our leadership, our mayor, as well as the county executive, Tom DeGees, and a commissioner board. So I just wanted to say thank you, and I just want the kids to come out and enjoy themselves and be safe. And make sure you wear helmets and pads, because it's look a little dangerous to me. So I just want to say good luck, and also we just want to send a shout out to our director of recreation, and hopefully we can utilize this this park to the fullest capacity. So thank you.
Thank you,
The next speaker is part of the community group that has been partners with the city in protecting this and advocating for these changes, and that's John Froling of the Friends of BerryLane Park.
Good morning. My name is John, and I'm an alcoholic. But only about the park, not about anything else. First of all, I want to tell you a story from my life. Many years ago, when I was an emerging lawyer, I had the privilege of representing the guy that invented the skates. What do you call those skates? Two blades? Inline skates. And I watched the evolution of the public, how they appreciate this new skating experience. So I want to relate to you what's happening here today. This is an absolutely incredible event for this city. You have to thank the mayor. You have to thank the people in all the departments, the recreation department, the cultural affairs department. They took all their time in these horrible times to put this together to make it a reality. Use the park. We're friends of the park. My partner, Jerome, is here, right here. Can you say hello, Jerome? Jerome lives around here.
I'm not an alcoholic.
No. He puts me down every other way, though. But he's got a pad, and if you'd like to join and be part of the helping the government, that's us. We're the citizens. It's called the Friends of BerryLane Park, and we hope that you'll be part of it. Hope you enjoy it. It all depends on the use, and thank God that we have such wonderful people in our city government that made it happen. Thank you, Mayor.
All right, we have a couple more speakers. The next one is a local skateboarding professional, Ron Dealey. I want to invite Ron to say a couple words about the importance of this stuff and maybe speak a little bit about skateboarding in your life.
Sure. I just want to thank everyone for coming out here today to one of the top skate parks on the East Coast. Been skating in New Jersey for about 30 years, and it's great to see skateboarding going into the 21st century and the mainstream media and everyone just being so acceptable and really trying to make things happen, and just happy we can make this happen. Just want to thank everyone in the mayor's office, Tsivicos Enterprises, Steve, Tony Hawk Foundation. They're really making this dream a reality. It's going to really brighten up a lot of kids' lives, especially in this neighborhood. I'm just glad kids are going to learn to respect each other, respect the place, and respect skateboarding, and they'll become better people for it. Thank you.
I want to invite up Harry Tsivicos from Tsivicos Enterprises, who built this skate park. If you want to say a couple words, Harry.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Hudson Tsivicos from Tsivicos Enterprises. I want to thank everybody, the mayor's office, the Board of Chosen Freeholders, the council members, the JCRA, Director Jeffries, and everybody else that was a part of this project to make it a reality. I have to agree with Ron Daly that this is probably one of the dopest skate parks on the East Coast, hands down. And I have to tell you that it's probably one of the greatest accomplishments of my life to have been a part of this project. It's probably been the most challenging project we've ever undertaken. In the heart of COVID, one of the worst times the world's ever seen, to be able to pull through with the help of all of the people that I just mentioned to make this park a reality was just a blessing. I can't tell you how much it is. I hope everyone can maintain their their safety while they're enjoying this park. It's just been my pleasure and my honor to be a part of it. I thank everybody for coming out today, and God bless Jersey City and BerryLane Park. I hope that this park can make people happy for many generations to come. Thank you so much. Everybody have a great afternoon.
Okay, our last speaker is the most important speaker, and I often say that the best ideas come from people in the community, and often when those ideas become reality, you know, they enjoy it, and they're often not the ones giving the thank you speeches or the ribbon cuttings, but in this case we do want to recognize somebody that was vital for that, because it speaks to the broader community involvement and to this individual. Steve Leonardo is a teacher at PS 24. He was born and raised in Jersey City. He's the owner of the New Jersey Skate Shop on Monmouth Street, and it was him who was the advocate and the primary reason that we were able to secure the Tony Hawk grant from the foundation there that led us to the place that we are today. And so I do want to say a special thank you to Steve, and a special acknowledgement for the work that he did in getting us to this point. And I do want to turn the mic over to him. And again, thank you as a teacher, and thank you for all that you do for the community, and thank you for getting us to this place. So, Steve Leonardo.
I just want to thank the mayor, all of you. Most importantly, the reason for the skate park is not for myself. Even for the skateboard, it's really, I'm looking forward to my students, kind of like being offered an alternate activity or to more traditional sports, and doing something here at the park with my students. That's my goal, and that's my goal, to keep skateboarding alive and bring it to different people and enjoy it like I have my whole life. So I thank you all. I appreciate you coming here, and enjoy.
All right. You want to join me, Greg, real quick? All right. Any questions on the skate park? Comments? Okay. Just want to give a brief update on where we stand related to the storm the other day. A little bit of perspective. We had 1,300 calls come into the police department, calls for service, emergency calls. We had 455 calls from the fire department over the last 2 days. Our public works and forestry have been working on removing 15 large 100-year-old trees that were impediments to houses or major thoroughfares, and then 47 what we said is down limbs, which are major branches blocking roads, entangled with with power lines, and continue to be a problem. We are still working through that today. There still are parts of the city that are struggling with power. We hope that people have patience and work with us. We are taking calls on that and directing PSE&G, but the priorities have been the thoroughfares and the major roads throughout Jersey City to clear those first. So I'll turn it over to Director Kearse if he wants to add anything additional, and then we'll open up to questions, and then we'll turn it back over to the skaters here.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning. My name is Greg Kearse. I'm Director of Emergency Management, Homeland Security for the city. As the mayor said, we've been pretty much responding to any of the calls throughout citywide. Our objective was to remove as many of the large trees, and I will truly say we're dealing with 100-year-old trees in many of the locations of the city that was shutting down major roadways, transportation routes, so we prioritized them in that way. On the PSE&G side, it appears that their priorities are more limited to large grids, which I guess is leading to a lot of the frustration by the local folks who may live on a small block where it doesn't fall into their first priority. We are pushing PSE&G every day, hourly. We're dealing with their dispatch center directly, so as we get these locations, I have my people from emergency management responding, determining if there's something that we can mitigate without having PSE&G on scene. We have to err on the side of caution before we remove any of these trees or limbs. If there's any wires that's interconnected, we have to ensure that all the wiring is de-energized for the safety of both our responders, first responders, and the general public. We'll continue to do so until we get the entire city restored. There again, you know, we're hoping and praying that, you know, we can get most of this done by no later than today, possibly tomorrow. But there again, a lot of the restorations, or all the restorations, are based on PSE&G. I'll be available for questions, if any. Yes. At this point, this is from the PSE&G webpage. It's 4,352 services. Initially, it was up to over 10,000, so they are making some progress. But there again, you know, if you're living on a small block and, you know, your block is out, if it doesn't fall into a major grid, it could be a delay. But as I say, we're feeding that and working with PSE&G, trying to get them to respond out to do what they have to do. Any other questions? Okay, thank you, Mayor.
Okay. All right, so at this point, we're just going to turn it over to Ron and Steve. They're going to be riding here, giving away some skateboards. Enjoy the park. Thank you for coming out, and congratulations to everybody that's involved.